folks, welcome back to another reading. Today I am using the Light Seers Tarot, and I have laid your cards out in a Celtic cross formation. Your central card is the Five of Pentacles. This is a situation where you are in a position where you could ask for help, but you're choosing not to for whatever reason. Maybe that's pride. Maybe that's not seeing a way where you could ask for help. There could be any number of situations going on here, but something to keep in mind is that the figure in this particular image is sitting with their back to the solution to their problems. They just need to pick up the key and unlock the door, and there's a real possibility that the door could already be unlocked. The key is just there to distract or even to ask the person, the figure, are they really wanting help, for instance. I feel like there's some degree of resistance within you when it comes to asking for help, because here with your crossing card, you've got the Two of Pentacles, and it's pointing back towards the past, which talks to me about some stuck energy when it comes to balancing the things that make you materially, physically comfortable. That can be finances, that can be how you treat your body, that can be how much you work, that could be any number of things that we need to have in order in order to survive, in order to get through our daily lives, in order to become strong, live, all kinds of different things. This isn't just about money, but something's out of balance, and it's pointing back towards the past. In the past, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. This talks to me about someone who may have lost quite a bit of cash, that they were in a position where they were financially independent, they didn't need other people, but then something crashed. It's possible that you've lost your job. It's possible that you lost a great deal of money in some kind of investment that you were expecting to carry you through. There may be some money lost, maybe in some particular account. Maybe you made a financial gamble on a business and you lost some things. In any case, this was a significant cut in the foundation that makes you materially comfortable. And now here with the Five of Pentacles, you have an opportunity to ask for help. But there's not keeping your physical and your spiritual needs in balance here. This particular figure has an actual pentacle purse, but then there's also a spiritual pentacle purse that she's got up in the air, but she's not looking at it. She's more focused on the ground. This is where something about your spiritual connection to your material resources needs to be renewed. Is some kind of attachment here that all that glitters is not gold. Money does not buy happiness. That kind of thing is possibly going on here. But let's also keep in mind that money keeps a roof over our heads, keeps us eating, keeps us in a place where we can be materially comfortable. Again, there's something about this being out of balance that's attached to your spiritual life. And I do see in your future that you want to establish a home where you are comfortable, where you can pass down generational wealth to any children or any nieces or nephews or cousins that you may have. There's something that you want to be able to pass down in addition to being comfortable for yourself. But right now, I feel like your pride is something that needs to be worked on here and needs to be brought into balance, because you need to ask for help. But first and foremost, there's addressing that you've lost your way, that you've lost a lot of money, and that you need help reestablishing yourself. And I can see how there would be some pride here. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of comfort here that got lost. And it's uncomfortable to talk to people about how you've lost everything, especially when this was your goal all along, and it's still your goal. I see that it still is. It is in your future position. So this is possible, but you need to get into the headspace of asking for help first. And this is where some of that pride comes into play. Consciously, you're telling yourself and others that you are perfectly happy, that you are fine, that yes, you've lost a lot, but you don't need help. You're in a good place. You're happy. You've got things together. You're going to get what it is you want. You're going to have your goals. You're going to reach them. But there's a whole lot of pride getting in the way right now. And I keep coming back to pride. It has nothing to do with Pride Month, although I am filming during Pride Month. But this is about emotionally humbling yourself and asking others to help you plan better for the future. And that's admitting to yourself that you lost quite a bit. I might be talking to someone who has quite a bit of earth energy in their birth chart. I might be speaking to someone who has their sun sign in Capricorn. Capricorn, you might have a lot of Leo energy, but Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Right now, I'm seeing that you just want to escape the situation. You don't want to make a choice to go in for help. You just want to leave, and you want to start a family. You want to create a foundation without having to ask for help at all. There's a kind of emotional need for growing up in this particular case. Definitely when it comes to how you think about the situation, there's some mental growing up that needs to happen here when it comes to you asking for help. Telling someone, hey, I fucked up. I need a loan. I'll pay you back in the future. I need a donation. And it's admitting to yourself that you need help that needs to take place here. This isn't something that you should run away from. And I should say that it's going to be a whole lot harder to have this foundation if you can't mentally, emotionally grow into someone who is able to be vulnerable and admit that something happened in the past and that you need to ask for help in the future to get to where you need to go. In your advice position, you have the 5 of Swords here. I sense that this is someone that you are potentially afraid of people criticizing you and taking the piss out of you for having lost so much in the past, okay? I sense embarrassment here. There is that pride kind of feeling coming back into play. I wonder if you aren't feeling that somebody's going to make fun of you for having lost so much, for having lost a job, for having lost social status. The 9 of Pentacles is just as much about social status as it is about having being in a great financial place. It is the precursor to this particular card too. It is building up to this, but first of all, you need to get back into a place where you can give to others, just like you give well to yourself. And you need to ask for help, basically. You need to go through and you need to understand that, yes, there is some cutting of pride, and that may feel like you're a loser to the people that you ask for help from, but you need to do this in order to get to this 10 of Pentacles energy. And also, this is in your outcome. I see you with a whole lot of anxiety to do with this admitting defeat, in a sense. The 5 of Swords is about admitting defeat and having to go away and start a new life separate from the person that made things so hellacious for you. But rest assured, you can break this particular mindset. This is sword energy, so this is about what we've got going on in our minds. You can break this particular energy. Seen here with the 9 of Swords, this is an anxiety about people mocking you that needs to be brought under your control. This is about bringing your mind under your control. And at this point, I wonder if with this pride that it's not ruling you to a certain degree, if your mind isn't ruling your situation when you need to flow with your intuition. You need to balance out your mind with the other aspects of yourself and live in the moment, okay? This is your environment card. This is the Tower in reverse. The moment has already happened, and now you need to ask for help. Okay. Something has caused you to crash and burn. I wonder if this isn't some degree of job loss. I sense that you are very much in recovery from this particular moment right now, that this was traumatizing, deeply traumatizing even. I wonder if you weren't laid off and now you're wondering, how am I ever going to get into this particular energy in the future? It's admitting that you need to ask for help. These might be from family members that you're not looking forward to talking to. You're expecting them to mock you and not help you, for instance. That's a real possibility that you are afraid of. But once again, this is an energy that you need to avoid. This is your anxiety saying, I don't want to do this. And in fact, it may be your anxiety that is building up this situation to begin with. Your mind needs to be brought under your control. You need to bring it to inner peace. You need to bring yourself to inner peace. This is a difficult trial that you're going through, but no doubt that you can go through this. It may be that you just flat out need a break. You need a breather. You need to absorb what's happened in the past, and then you can swallow your pride and move on into asking for help. And this is what I mean by resting. You really, really need to rest. You're afraid to pause because you feel like you need to move on and rebuild immediately, quickly, when that isn't something that needs to happen right now in the present. Your mind is saying that it needs to rest, and absolutely, with this anxiety energy, you absolutely need to rest. This might be a really difficult message to listen to because you want to plow forward. You just want to keep going when the universe is asking you to rest, absorb what happened, and then get into the mindset, in the headspace of asking others for assistance. And then you can start to build generational wealth, and you'll be able to teach others how to recover from a crisis after it's happened. I wish you a wonderful healing journey. I respect that this might have been a difficult message to listen to. And thank you for watching. Take care.